welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well. So it is game day. Galatasaray take on Tottenham Hotspur in the Europa League. Now, first up, a boat trip, and then going to the Sapphire observation deck to see the whole of Istanbul. So what a great trip this has been, 2-hour trip, and the cost around £5.50.
Kebab Balyan. It is the biggest palace in Turkey. It had
So Glenn, £5.50 for this trip. What have you made of it?
Fantastic, really, really good. The sights are amazing as well.
And we've met a couple of Galatasaray fans.
We have, yeah, the ultras, as we call them.
How are you feeling ahead of tonight's game? Are you feeling a little bit more confident now? Or?
I am now, yeah, now I'm here. I think it was just the nerves of the flight and everything yesterday. Let's hope we go out and get a result tonight. I'm not too sure though. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
A 2-2 draw?
Yeah, 2-2.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 win.
Oh yeah. Well, let's see.
Come on, you Spurs.
Right.
So we're now visiting the business district of Istanbul. So this is the Sapphire building, built in 2010. And when it was constructed, it was actually Istanbul's and Turkey's tallest skyscraper. But it is now the 4th tallest in Istanbul. Now what about this for a view of Istanbul? Incredible. If you'd like to visit here, very, very cheap to do this, around £10.50. Brams Park, the home of Galatasaray. So after a day of sightseeing, I am now going to be talking to Tottenham Hotspur women manager Robert Villaham ahead of the Manchester City game on Friday.
We'll go to Chris first.
Hi Robert, I hope you're well. I'm just wondering whether you could provide the latest team news at this game.
So the good news is that Haley and Amy is 100% back and are ready to be picked for the squad. So that's a big step for us.
But also, just want to take you back to the heavy defeat last season against Manchester City away. Just wondered what you learned as a manager from that game.
I learned a lot from that game, and one thing was that we play against some really good teams in this league with really good individual players, and if you don't defend together against these teams, they can beat you 1 against 1 and score a lot of nice goals. So I think collectively we've learned a lot how we need to make sure we stick together and make sure we defend together. I think tactically we learn how they play because we played them a few times last season and they have the same coach. But you see, they just are a winning machine that keeps winning and winning. So we also need to make sure that we go to this game and dare to play our style, but we also respect Man City and defend well. Because if we're going to have a chance to win this game, we need to have basically a perfect defending game and be very clear with the chances we're going to get. So we cannot expect us to dictate this game, but we need to make sure that we are very good in the transitions, collectively very defending well, and finding the right press triggers to make sure we can hurt them in some phases of the game.
Well, lastly for me, of course, Becky Spencer has signed a new contract at the club. How important is that to you?
I think Becky Spencer is a goalkeeper with great experience, a great goalkeeper with good personality that we want to keep in the club and around us. And I think she have the identity of how we want to play in possession, and she also have a personality that we like. She's very brave. So for me to keep working with her, and that we can use her for 2 more years, that's great news.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So best of luck to Robert Villaham and the Spurs women as they will be travelling to the Etihad Stadium to face Manchester City women on Friday evening. Now I am on my way to Rams Park to watch Tottenham Hotspur play in the Europa League against Galatasaray.
but the offside flag has just gone up. now 3-1. 39 minutes gone. Galatasaray have had so many chances. It could actually be more. Come on, I cannot believe it. It's 3-2. 69th minute.
obviously a disappointing result. First half wasn't great. We just didn't handle things well at all, particularly with the ball. Just really wasteful and gave it away way too many times unnecessarily, and that allows them to sort of get a foothold in the areas that they're good at. They've got some obviously some good players in the front third, and we just allowed that to happen way too often, and ultimately paid a price for it, because I thought we always finished strong, and I knew we would in the second half. Obviously going down to 10 men didn't help, but even I thought with 10 men we probably played the best football we did all game, and got our second goal, had some opportunities to get a third there, but I thought we were looking the better side. So disappointing outcome, unfortunately, brought on by a disappointing first half.
Until now you won all the games. This is the first loss. Did you expect Galatasaray would play like this? And if Galatasaray are playing in the Premier League, you think what will be the standing of Galatasaray?
No, look, we expected a tough game here. Obviously, they've been in good form all year and undefeated at home, and I thought the game was as expected. They obviously they have some dangerous players, and you need to control the game with the ball better than we did tonight. And I think that first half ultimately cost us the game, and disappointing for us. And obviously Galatasaray are a good side. We know that, and they're in a good position in the Europa League, as are we, and hopefully that continues.
Zor bir maç olacağını zaten bekliyorduk. Yani beklediğimiz bir Galatasaray'la karşılaştık aslında. Tehlikeli oyuncuları var, bunu biliyorduk. İlk yarı bu sonuca vardığımız için aslında böyle bir yenilgiyle sonuçlanmasına sebep oldu. İlk yarıdan kaynaklı. Yani ilk yarıda istediğimizi gösteremedik. Onlar da biz de ligde iyi sırada, yani Avrupa'da iyi durumlardayız. O yüzden iki tarafta iyi durumda.
Hi Ange. Can I ask you about Will Lancashire? Firstly, scoring a goal on what I think is only his second start, but then also what happened with the red card? Yeah, look,
Will took his goal well. He worked hard for the team. Obviously, like I said, he hasn't had a lot of experience in senior football, so I think he would have learnt a lot today. And red card, just I think a bit of over enthusiasm in that moment to give away a foul. So, but he'll learn from that. And same with Lucas. Giving him an understanding of the levels here. It's not easy when you're playing away in Europe, but you can only sort of allow them to learn that by exposing him to it. And I thought Archie was great. He obviously had it was a tough game for us defensively at different times, and I thought we'll get so much growth out of him. He's not playing in his position, and I guess for three teenagers in the starting lineup, I think they'll learn a lot from it, and hopefully that helps with their development.
Kırmızı kart alıp aynı zamanda golü de atan Lancashire ile ilgili bir soru geldi. Nasıl değerlendiriyorsun durumlarını? Takım için iyi çalışan bir tecrübeli bir oyuncu, ama bugün yeni bir tecrübe daha aslında kendine katmış olmalı. Yani bir şeyler öğrenmiş olmalı bugünkü yaşadıklarından dolayı. Kolay değil Avrupa deplasmanında oynamak. Defansif olarak da zorlandığımız bir maç oldu. Dolayısıyla öğrenecek, yani biz de o da bu hatalardan öğreneceğiz.
Karar Gazetesi Furkan Uzun. Bu sezon Avrupa Ligi'nde ve Premier Lig'de toplam 110 korner kullandınız. Fakat duran toptan sadece 4 gol buldunuz. Bugün hiç korner kullanamadınız. Yediğiniz ilk gol bir duran top organizasyonu sonucu sayılabilir. Takımda bir duran top zafiyeti olduğunu düşünüyor musunuz? Bir. İkincisi de son 19 maçta ikinci kez kalenizde 3 gol gördünüz. Rakibinizin üçlü defansla çıkması sizin için bir sürpriz mi oldu?
Do you think you have some problems with set pieces? That's the first question. And did you expect Gala will be with the on defense?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by set pieces. I think we're fine with set pieces, and we expected them to start. Even when they play with 4 at the back, they really build up with 3, so we expected that.
Üçlü defans oynamalarını bekliyorduk zaten. Bu duran toplar konusunda da zaten durum belli yani. Dolayısıyla çok bir yorum açıkçası yok.
aşırı fanatik. Tottenham bu sezon deplasmanla oynadığı tüm maçlarda topa daha fazla sahip olan takımdı ama ilk kez Galatasaray'a karşı topa daha fazla sahip olamadı. Bu bir tercih miydi yoksa Galatasaray mı Tottenham bu şekilde zorladı?
If you look at the away games, mostly Tottenham was the team who has playing with the ball the most, but with Kala it wasn't like that. Did you expect this, or was it a choice?
No, as I said, we were especially in the first half. We gave the ball away too much. Not because of the opposition, we just lacked some composure, and we needed to be a bit more calmer on the ball. And because we weren't, we allowed sort of, as I said, Galatasaray to get a foothold in the game. We kind of knew that if we could keep the ball well in the first half, we'd finish strong, but we didn't do that, and like I said, we paid the price.
Final one, please, Matt.
Just wait for the answer.
İlk yarı çok top kaybettik. Galatasaray topa daha iyi hakim olabildi. Dolayısıyla da bunun bedelini aslında bu yenilgiyle ödedik.
Hello, Ange. Can you give us any thoughts on why the first half started that way? Is that just a risk you take when you change the team? Did the atmosphere play a part? Was it just all down to Galatasaray being exceptional?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's probably a combination of all those things. But I just felt it was self-inflicted. We just, we had real simple solutions out there to keep the ball, and as we showed with 10 men, it wasn't that difficult to do. We just didn't, and individuals within that just needed to kind of be stronger on the ball and make sure we just play, the kind of football that we try and do every week, and we didn't do that. Maybe it was a little bit of the changes I've made and the environment or the atmosphere, whatever you want to call it, the opposition. But the moments that stick out to me are when there's no pressure on us and we're still giving the ball away. I think that's we just need to be better in those moments, and because if we're better in those moments, then you kind of minimise the threat the opposition has, but also we get a foothold in the game in the areas we want to, and then we can. Like I said, we did it with 10 men. We were playing through them quite easily with 10 men, but with 11, we just know we didn't have anywhere near the conviction we needed to, so it's disappointing.
İlk yarı sence neden bu şekilde sonuçlandı? Neden kendinizi gösteremediğiniz, atmosfer mi acaba etkiledi sorusu. Bilemiyorum. 10 kişi kaldık zaten sonunda. Her hafta oynadığımız gibi oynamaya çalıştık aslında bu karşılaşmada da, ama onlar topa çok iyi hakimdi. Önemli kayıplar yaşadık ve bu hatalardan dolayı da sonuç olarak bu şekilde bitti.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.